Occasionally, I do watch a few shows on the internet if they cross my path. Not that I watch TV, but I think every time that I watch TV or, some form of entertainment, I don't seem to, watch it with the same perspective other people do. It seems like people get entertained, where I kind of more on, that's an interesting human behavior. Why would you do that? It's always like I look at things from a researcher's perspective, that and just the observation of the behavior is entertaining to me. It's not so much the show that I find entertaining, because it is mostly all crap. But I was watching the Real Housewives. This is so people watching entertaining, when you can see, you gotta understand what's happening out there is what's going on. And it's like, you want to think TV is programming you? Well, TV is showing you who you are, and you're not even seeing it. And it is more like, as long as you watch it and everything is normal, then it becomes acceptable behavior. But if you watch any of these Law and Order shows, any type of crime show, it'll tell you exactly about your justice system. And you're going to say, oh, it's just fictional. No. In order for them to have these shows, they try to get it as real as possible. They actually have professionals there trying to, get the story as close and as real as possible. And basically, you'll see that, like if you're an innocent guy, just, went to get your groceries, I could walk outside this door and just go and get my groceries, get picked up by the cops, be misunderstood by something, and they can come up with this, well, we seen ya, we got all of this evidence, and you got to, either plead guilty and spend 1 year in jail, or risk trial and spend the rest of your life in jail. And oh, by the way, we'll give you no lawyers. Yeah, they give you a lawyer, but it's a legal aid, and they don't read their file. It's like, those are the people that don't give a shit about anything. It's like, go for the paycheck, because, and the paycheck isn't that big. It's a survival thing. They ain't the brightest of the brightest in the legal world, and the system is designed to fail anyway. So, the justice system is there in your face. It tells you that right away, getting involved with a police officer, right away, as soon as there's any involvement, your life is at risk. It's not the guys, the criminals on the street. It's the guys with the guns that have the license in the law that says, I have a right to destroy your life. And if you even disagree, then you're going to look guilty. We're going to make you look like whatever we want you to look like. So then society will base you as guilty, and you're not, because, they got the paperwork that says you're guilty, but you're actually not. So it's like, if you want to look at your justice system, just sort of look at these Law and Order shows, because it'll show you that half the time the judges get it wrong, and it's like, do you really want to put your life in your hands when they're wrong most of the time? Do you really want to risk all of your money fighting a court case that, at the end of the day, just measure how much money you got and how much money the other guy's got? How much motivation do you have to get to the end of that race? Because if that guy is got more will to win and has more money and is willing to win this race, you're up against his passion to win. So you got to have a better passion to win and have the resources to be able to win, and that's the only time you're going to get justice. It's right there in front of you. It's like, it can't be only me that sees it. But if you want to see what you trust, go watch a TV show, because they're telling the truth. And as long as you watch it every day, and every day you go and use these systems, you are agreeing with it. You're supporting the matrix that you can't stand. So, anyways, back to the Real Housewives. This is like, if you want to see the insanity of wealthy people, the elite, if you, and it's kind of good, understand your enemy. So this is what's going on with these wealthy people. And we're all playing the same game, so you can't really get mad at them when you're doing it yourself. But it's Kelsey Grammer's wife, because she got served like divorce while she's making this reality show. Haven't gotten to that series yet, but anyways, she's got major insecurities. And this one show is showing you that she's seeing what she wants to see. She's hearing the words that she wants to hear. She thinks people will question her, so if anybody even asks her how her day, it's like, oh, you're questioning me. And, you know, well, I felt that people weren't really liking me, so if you end up saying, well, just don't be so insecure about it. Whoa, why are you calling me insecure? I'm not insecure, and it's, why would you call me insecure? And why, you know, you're insecure for even asking the question. The fact that you need to even have the conversation about why somebody would even say something like that, it's like, why are you noticing that anybody said something like that? It's like you are, and the logic that's going on with this woman's head as she's being paranoid, and she is seeing a delusion because it's not real. She doesn't want to see it, but yet she's seeing it. She doesn't want people, you know, judging her, but yet she's seeing everybody judge her, and it's not really real. And it's offending other people that are being accused of judging her, because it's like, you're twisting everything, and everybody's twisting everything. When you want to see a different perspective, you will twist what you see. So it does matter on, okay, which way do you want to twist any kind of story to know what's true. But, I mean, the fact that you have to ask why you'd be, you know, accused of being insecure, you have to be insecure to ask why somebody would say that. Because if you didn't think you're insecure, you wouldn't have even heard those words, or it would have been, oh, she's reflecting her own. I mean, it wouldn't have affected you personally, but it really, really affected her personally. And then she went into the, okay, the one that remains calm is the one that wins. That all I have to do is remain calm and just drive this other person as crazy as possible, and then she'll prove that she's guilty. That was the key words that kind of tell you exactly what's going on with these elites. What they're trying to do, and I've seen this, I was a foster mom, and for a treatment foster care. So I had professionals come into my house on a weekly basis dealing with the psychology of this foster child. But I'm dealing with the insanity of the guy that's looking after the foster homes, which, you know, the reports that I was making all was about twisting the facts, because we all got to make it look like the money that you pay us every month is actually going to helping this kid. So I couldn't write the reports. I needed a professional to write the reports that by the time they finished writing the report, completely different story. I didn't even recognize that I lived there. But those are the stories that they tell. And this guy that was in charge of these foster kids, treatment foster kids, this guy was getting wealthy doing what he was doing. He was involved in negotiations, union negotiator. You know, and one of his first rules was remain calm. The one that's calm is the one that wins. The one that doesn't speak first is the one that wins. So that's what these elites are doing, is they're trying to frustrate the hell out of everybody so that you're going to go fucking mad, so that they can be proven that they're right and they're wrong. Like, yeah, I'm right, you know, like, I'm not the one that's crazy. Look at you, you're all pissed off. It's got to be you, the one that's crazy. And it's like, no. It's like, if you keep accusing me of doing something that I'm not doing, and you want to go on and on and on and not drop it, and you'll follow me everywhere I fucking go, it's like, expect me to be a little pissed off at you. That stop. You know, it's the same thing the elites are doing. It's no matter where you go, don't you find that they're, you know, always there, you know, manipulating some kind of system, you know, that you just can't get rid of them, you know. So anyways, this is what's going on. If you want to see a good understanding of what's going on with humanity, watch that Real Housewives of, I think, California or Los Angeles, or I don't know which one it was. But you can really see a lot of how their thinking goes by, watching some of these reality shows. And when that one showed up, it's like, I can see why she'd probably be headed for a divorce. It would be like living with insanity, because as soon as you open your mouth, it gets twisted into something really horrible. She sees herself as a victim that needs to be surviving something, so she's going to create the drama that creates something for her to survive. And lots of false accusations go along with that, because you got to be proven that you're right. Your insanity is right, so everybody else is wrong. And that's where the lies come in. That's why people lie. I had to understand, why do people actually lie? And it's like you're only lying with yourself. So if you can't understand what's going on in your reality, kind of see what you want to understand, because you may be at one with the wrong insanity, and when something completely different shows up, it may be really hard to understand what it is going on in their psyche, but you kind of look at what is it that you really want to see. What's the intention behind what you want to see, and why would you want to see that? See that.